Hey, welcome back to the channel, the only channel on YouTube where you can get a professional tarot card reading from a haunted house in a creepy graveyard from a haunted chick like me with really, 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 really cute dogs. We're all in bed. Rooney hasn't been feeling very good today. I'm worried about him. Not sure what's wrong. Lots of pain. I think it has something to do with his paw. The other night he was in his little hut and he was trying to get out of it, and he couldn't, and Dad helped him out, and he was stuck to the pillow by his nail on that paw that seems to be hurting today. So I don't want to clip it yet or try to touch it too much. It does need to be clipped. I don't want to clip it until he's feeling a little bit better, like the pain has subsided. But I'm also here to do tarot, not just talk about my dogs. Hopefully we'll have the spirit box up this weekend at some point in time. I forgot to get the 9-volt batteries, but tomorrow I'll go out and get some. But yeah, everything you need to know is in the description. If you want to get a reading, I'm not going to be here very long because I have some music stuff I have to take care of. So I just thought I would come by and see if anybody needed any help with anything. Say hello, see if anybody wanted to chat. Hey Moon, how are you, dear? Welcome back. How's your day been? You fell asleep. I thought maybe you had. It's okay. It's still there. You can still go and look at last night's live and look at the reading. I'm good. It's been kind of tiring today too. My dog hasn't been feeling well, so I kind of been like, babying him all day. His name is Rooney. I guess I named him after the band, not the actor. But yeah, it's been a good day. Finally got some heat going on in here with the space heater, so it's a bit more warm than it was last night. Yeah, me too, me too. I've got 3 of them. 3 little chihuahuas. And they're wolf sable chihuahuas, so they have like really long hair and they look a little bit different than your like regular average short-haired chihuahua. And they're a little bit tinier too. Hey Metal Rain, how are you? How is the pineapple juice? Is it helping? I hope it's helping. When you drink it. Okay, so it's are you holding it a little bit on the back of the throat before you drink it? You bought some NyQuil? Okay. That should help make you feel a little better. I use Zarbee's. For some reason, I take NyQuil and I get hives. I don't know why. Have you seen that that TikTok trend that was going on not too long ago called NyQuil chicken. Ugh. Where this guy, like, he's like, my girl's sick today and I made her some NyQuil chicken. God, so many people were killing themselves with it. Generic NyQuil. Okay. But yeah, when you do the pineapple juice, man, hold it in the back of your throat for a little bit, for like maybe 30 seconds. Really let it get absorbed into the back of the throat. I do hope you feel better soon. What are you taking to boost your immune system? Well, what are you taking to boost your immune system? Are you taking anything? Okay, sweetheart. I think you might have been one of the first readings I did, so it's probably going to be closer to the beginning. Okay. Yeah, you gotta get your immune system up. It's the only reason that we get sick is because our immune system will be low. It will be like, and just the littlest things can push our immune system out of whack, especially stress. So I have been definitely taking several different things over the last decade to boost my immune system. I should probably start taking it again, but I haven't taken it in a couple of years. But I haven't been sick either. Like, I've gotten the norovirus that I'm almost fully recovered from. But I mean, turmeric chicken, yummy. But I don't think I've been sick since August 2021. That was the last time I had like cold, flu symptoms, not feeling really well. It wasn't COVID though. I haven't had COVID yet, and that's not going to happen if I can help it. My friend, my best friend in England had lice really, really, really fucking bad. Okay. And she's got kids. So that's kind of normal when you have kids for them to bring home lice and for them to get lice at that age. Okay. But she could not get it to go away because you got the eggs and then you have the lice itself. And she'd always get rid of like the lice, but then the nits, like the eggs and stuff like that, she couldn't get rid of it. So finally she's like, I don't know what to do. Can you check out that ivermectin stuff? It's illegal here. So I got her some ivermectin. I sent it to her. I know I'm such a bad girl. Sending illegal substances to the UK. But what was I supposed to fucking do? Like my girlfriend's over here, hair's falling out with lice. So she started taking the ivermectin and then started eating it. And it's amazing because her kids and her boyfriend thing got COVID and she didn't. All her lice gone. She hasn't had lice in more than 3 months, okay? The last 3 years, she's had lice. I mean, what the heck? So he finally got a subscription to get some ivermectin because one of their friends has a 500-pound horse. So they just got the subscription so that they could give it to the 500-pound horse, but also, you know, get it for Nikki when she needs it for her hair. But she said she might want to try to start taking it as a supplement because of, you know, what it's doing for her and her immune system. I mean, oh, wow. Well, it's a long time to be sick. Wow. Was it like the flu? Was it the flu? Do you know what it was? Ooh, yeah. I can't say if I've ever had COVID. I don't think I've ever had it. But here's something weird that happened to me in 2018. Christmas of 2018, I got really, really sick. And my friends were coming from Wales to visit because they were going to get married and spend their honeymoon with us here in Atlanta. And I literally was on an oxygen tank, and I went to urgent care, and they gave me all these like tests and stuff, and they're like, look, we've given you every test we can. We don't know what you have. All we can do is just, you know, give you a nebulizer and send you home and hope you make it through the night. I did make it through the night, but at the same time, like, what I don't know what it could have been. So I don't know. Maybe I did get COVID. I think I was sick from Thanksgiving till like the third week of December, like but right before Christmas. Like I think I was sick till about December 18th, 19th, 20th in there. My friends came on the 18th. I was feeling a lot better. Then they they well, her husband left. He spent like a week or two here. He left, had to go back to Wales. She spent like a couple more weeks here because she didn't have some paperwork she needed to go back to Wales taken care of yet. Do they still have them? They still have Five Below. Isn't like the Dollar Tree like the $2 tree now or something? Okay. Thanks, Dad. I appreciate that.
You can't put a sheet on it.
Yeah, it's getting cold. I need to put it back on. $1.25. Okay. My sister called it the $2 tree.
Huh?
I was talking to someone online, Dad. I know it might as well be after taxes, especially. I miss shopping. I miss for shopping for anything, but like all I do is shop for food and pay bills. So I miss shopping. I really do. I need like an insane amount of money. I know how to control a crazy amount of money, but could I control and handle an insane amount of money? Crazy amount of money to me, a stupid amount of money to me is like $0. A lot of people think a stupid amount of money is a lot of money, but not to me. It's stupid when all the money you make goes to food and bills and you get to have no fun with it. It's really depressing. Sucks. I know, sales tax there is ridiculous. Let's see what it is here in Georgia. I think there's 2 taxes that you have to pay here. There's state taxes, and then you have to pay some other taxes for food. Okay, Georgia state income tax rate for current year is 5.75%. But Georgia has 6 state income tax rates, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5.75. It really depends on where you are. And also the supermarkets are not only charging you that state taxes, they're charging you an additional 3 or 4% in like food state tax. I'm like, oh, thanks, Kroger. Appreciate it. State taxes. Like you're talking about sales tax. Yeah, I need to Google what is sales tax. Maybe that's what I'm talking about. Oh, yeah. Atlanta, 8.9%. So here's how it gets combined into turn into 8.9%. You've got Georgia sales tax, which is 4%, Fulton County sales tax, which is 3%, Atlanta tax, which is 1.50%, and then special tax, which is 0.40%, and then all combined it creates it to be 8.90%. So it's pretty much 9%. Good night. Love you. All right, Frank and Dad.
Don't forget to the handle.
I won't. And then by the time you pay the food tax, it's 10%. Hey, Ari, how are you, sweetheart? We're just bitching about taxes. He's not really bitching. I'm just bitching about it. Man, are you serious? The gas station attendant in Oregon has to do it? That is so fucking cool. That's so cool. So when we talk about California sales tax being 10%, I wonder what the breakdown is. Does it start at 10%? And then you've got the city tax, and then you've got the food tax, and then you've got the state tax, and then you got the, like I just read off to you. Interesting that it's cheaper in some places. I mean, Agora Hills, 9.5. Adelanto, 7.7. God, Alameda County is above 10%. Oh, it's the different. Oh, I see. It's different counties. Los Angeles County is 9.5. It looks like the highest one here is Gulp. Why is Beverly Hills cheaper than some of these other ones? That's weird. I want a breakdown. Let's go up to Los Angeles County. Oh, it doesn't give you a breakdown. Okay. Let's try I was gonna try by zip code because that's just what I looked at from. Doesn't break it down on Google for me though. Now, why do the rich get tax breaks? I just don't understand that. Like, I'm low income, and they want me to pay insane amounts of money for making $9,000 a year, which that's not I don't even take that home. I don't even take that home. I take half of it home because at the end of the day, I pay 50% to YouTube, PayPal, Cash App, blah, 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 blah. They sent me my tax form back this year. Oh, you didn't sign it. Well, fucking sign it for me. I swore I signed it, but I looked at it. I didn't sign it. So I was just like, what's the point of me even sending it back? I don't even make enough money to require me to file my taxes. So I just didn't even send it back. I'm going to send it back, but not today. Wow. Yeah, have you ever had COVID? Sorry, my friend and I are talking about boys on the phone again. Yeah, that's what us girls do. Right, Ari? Oh, I'm sorry that your mom and your little brother had COVID. I didn't know you had a little brother. You're so lucky. I'm a little sister. I don't have a little brother. I'm the baby. Yeah, I didn't have any well, yeah, I did have side effects. Oh my God, my arm hurt for days. I was just like so achy and icky. I'm like, I'm never doing that again. But I got like 4 more shots after that. So everybody's like, don't let anybody give you injections. You'll get nanobots in your blood. I'm like, this is as hilarious as people saying, don't you feel weird about doing DNA tests and them owning your DNA? Like, fuck no, make hundreds of me. That's what the world needs right now. Clone me, please. I was actually, I had that, I got a tremendous headache from it, like one of those horrible migraines you can't get rid of. So that was about it. But that was only the first time. The second time, the third time. Man, I'd rather get a shot than a women's wellness checkup. That's for sure. Ugh. You want to stick needles in me? Go for it. I don't give a fuck. But that women wellness check, oh my God. Drugs, please. I don't even do drugs. You never had a flu shot? Me neither. I won't let them do that kind of shit to me. But like when I got the COVID shot, I was like, well, I better do this so I can have like maybe a chance at not getting it. And then concerts started requiring for you to have your little card. And then I was like, what? And then I started going to so many concerts that were like, make sure you have your card in your shot and you can prove that you have your shot. And then nobody cared about the card once I got to the gig. It's like, what's even the point anymore? Let me just burn these COVID cards. These COVID injection cards. Are edibles even drugs though? Like, what kind of edibles are we talking about? Are we talking about marijuana edibles? Are we talking about shroom edibles? Are we talking about acid edibles? Like, clarify. Because an edible to me is like when you take something that's psychoactive and turn it like into a chocolate, a lollipop, a smoothie, and it could be shrooms or marijuana. Brownie edibles, okay. But those aren't drugs. Cannabis is not drugs. Ugh, I cannot believe that they consider cannabis to be drugs in some places. It's actually quite offensive. Like, here, go ahead and get drunk and kill people, but don't you smoke that pot. Go ahead and smoke cigarettes. Kill yourself with 7,000 ingredients, including rat poisoning, but don't you smoke that pot. This is the state of Georgia I live in. I've had shrooms too. Would I do shrooms again? Maybe not. Probably not. If they were blue shrooms and I was in a place with people that I trusted, yeah, maybe I would take a bite. Shrooms, I think, are I think they're legal there in California, or there's some kind of treatments that they have that are legal because when I was studying to be a death doula, they were teaching us how to do that how to dose people who are dying with these psychoactives. And I was like, I don't really care for this part of this session because it's illegal here. So you're going to teach me a bunch of shit I also already know. So have a nice day. Peace. Fuck your YouTube videos. That's basically what I did. And then I dropped out of the course. I dropped out of the course and went to someone who was real, someone who was balanced, someone who wasn't trying to teach me and certify me through YouTube videos. I got scammed out of a lot of money on trying to get the first certification. Yeah, shrooms are legal in some cities. Acid, will I do acid? No. Have I done acid? I plead the fifth. But I will have to say, acid is great for reprogramming your brain on a low dose. Being medically, having someone who's a doctor watch over you and take care of you. I think low doses of acid and psychoactive mushrooms can really help somebody reprogram themselves with their trauma, with everything. Oh, that's so cool. How nice of her to let you know that. But I don't think I would ever do, I don't think I'd ever do acid. And I've heard that like acid and shrooms, they're not alike. Acid's like, you'll stare at something. This is what my friends say. You'll stare at something that's like, and you'll be fixated on it. Whereas with shrooms, it's like a little bit more like, they said, in comparison to it, it's almost like smoking a super joint. Okay, it probably blocked you because you said the M word. I feel so bad that she likes meth. That's just so gross. And I'm so pissed that she smoked it in your expensive car. How are you going to get that shit out, dude? I don't know how you're going to get that out. Even when you go to trade your car, there's nothing you can't get that shit out of anything. Like, it's still in your car. Your whole car's coated in it. So keep wiping it down for your own safety. Hopefully she didn't drive it or touch the driving stuff too much. Did she ever drive it? If she's not considerate, you're right. Yeah, I had actually sent her a message about the and she was astonished. She had even noticed it hanging around. It even tried to talk to her. She's like, I can't even talk to him because we're not even friends right now. She's like, I just refuse to be a part of all the darkness that's going on over there. She's like, I'm done with their shenanigans. Well, she used to be married to that other guy too. The guy who used to take all the pictures. Sorry about that. You don't think she has her license? Okay, so good. She didn't drive your car. It's so sad because, like, I want to listen to her music, but now I don't want to listen to her music because I don't want to get lost in the fact of how depressing it is for me that I don't even know this chick and she's on meth. It bothers me. It's such a waste of life and time and effort. I mean, I bet she's like, how old is she? I bet she's like, what, in her 30s and looks almost 50. And what is her ethnicity? And if she doesn't look 50, she's going to look it eventually. She's 37. You saw her ID? Okay, so Eliana is Latin. Salvadorian, is that Latin? Okay, you saw her police report. Okay. All right. So she might be Salvadorian and look 37 because, they have really good anti-aging skin. But how long did I live in Boston? I lived in Boston from, let me count. I lived in Boston for almost 5 years. I don't live in Boston anymore, though. I live in Atlanta, Georgia. And my music scene is in Nashville. I've gone back and forth the last 10 years. I just haven't in the last couple of years, but I'm still in touch with the music scene and people in the music scene. And that's so interesting that you ask because my drummer did call me tonight and, we really want to find a place, but it's just been the same shit. It's been the same shit. So we might go down the buy a house together road because we want a house where we can play our drums as loud as we want, whenever we want. Dad's got he's got earplugs if needed, and it wouldn't bother him anyway. So. She wears extensions. Well, yeah, because her hair probably doesn't grow, and it's probably thin because of the drugs. Did you ever ask her what she likes about it? Like, I don't see what she likes it. I don't see what she would like about it. I mean, it smells. The only reason I know what it smells like is I think I told you that I lived in a duplex once. A duplex is like, it's one house, but it's got two places. It's just cut right down the middle. And you basically live on the other side of the wall with somebody, like an apartment, but it's a more of a house kind of thing. Sometimes they call them townhouses, but it's really a duplex. Duplex is a duplex, no matter how many floors there are, how big it is. But the way that the apartment was, like, we'll just say that this is the house, right? Here's my floor on this side, and here was the other family's floor. Now, there were two spaces for a garage downstairs. And let's just say that this is where you enter the garage spaces, right? So, oh, wait, no, the house was turned this way. So their garage was under my place. My garage was under their place. And they had a meth lab going on in the garage, in their garage, under our living room. It's like, mother. So, had to leave. Yeah, Boston can get really cold too. Yes, it can. And get a lot of snow as well. But remember, it's going to be a little different because you will have your warmer winter days because it's right there by the ocean. It's like LA, only it's Boston. It's right on the Atlantic Ocean shore, like the way LA is right on the Pacific. Yeah, Chicago winters are going to be worse, Metal Rain, because it's not near an ocean. It's not near a body of water with salt either. So it's going to be pretty bad. Yeah, and they're worse because they don't have that salty humidity still going on. Like, it's winter, but there's still some humidity out there because it's the ocean, you know. It's near a lake though, but it's just not the same. It's not the same as being in an area that is on a salty ocean. It's the salt, because salt melts ice. So what happens is that, oh, fuck you, commercials. The Great Lakes are freshwater. Yep. I think so. I don't know. I think one of them is salt. I think, well, I'm gonna have to look. I can't remember. Are the Great Lakes salty? Less than 1/5 that of ocean water. So the Great Lakes have salinity of less than 1/5 that of ocean water, which is about 35 parts per thousand. So this is because Lake Michigan is a freshwater lake, meaning it doesn't have any salt in it. So that's why their winters are pretty bad too. I mean, I dug myself out of 15 feet of snow to go to school once. I'll be right back. I got to use the little elven girls' room. And I'll put the REM pod on too while we're here. Maybe some ghosties want to hang out with us. Just any good spirits that want to come hang out with us. There's the REM pod. Be right back, friends. Hi, baby. What are you doing, sugar? What you doing, baby girl? Did you like that juice? I found that on Come here, baby. Come here. I bet you feel better. Hey, I'm back. Are you feeling better? You look a little like you feel a little better now that I gave you some gabapentin and some good belly juice and some coconut water and a dinner. Yeah? Do you like your chicken soup tonight? Oh, this is the first time today he's put his little head up by himself. I'm so glad he's feeling better. I hope tomorrow he'll be a little bit more stable. You feel better, baby? Okay. What's going on with your eye, honey? What's going on with your eye? Oh, you got tears, little tears that need to be cleaned up. This is Rooney, puppy Rooney. He's usually always the one that's like sitting in my lap or he's in my shirt. He's my sweater puppy. You okay? He just turned 13 on August 28th. Well, hey, Spirit. Did it do that at all while I was gone? Oh, it's so good to see him feeling better. He couldn't even lift his little head today. I don't know if it's arthritis in his back or if it's his paw that got stuck on the pillow. So he's like been real like with his paw all day. Hey, Maria. Hey, Mom, if that's you on the REM pod, can you touch it again, please? Is that you, Suzanne? Want to go lay back down? It's Friday night. It's Friday night. You want to go lay back down? He's like, yeah. I'm going to go put him back on the couch. You messaged me? Okay. Hey, gentle. Gentle with him. Gentle. He's on drugs. I gave him some gabapentin. And he just wiggled his tail, you guys. So cute. So cute. Poor little sweet thing. Excuse me. Oh, yeah, my phone went into sleep mode because it's past my bedtime. Sure, Maria, let's make it happen. Let's see. Spirit, what does she need to know? Are you there now? Are you on the live? Okay. Okay, I'm just going to shuffle and then we'll see what it says about both questions. Oh, is that you, Mom? Okay. Yeah, Ruby, stop itching. No. Okay, thanks for letting me know the dog's trying to chew her leg off. So still feeling like they've achieved something special with you in that Seven of Pentacles. Still feeling like you're their empress. Still feeling very loved by you. Still feeling very nurtured by you. Still feeling you are a very nurturing person who has their head on pretty much straight. It's like you always make sense to him. So yes, he does want to continue the relationship with this new beginning. And the energy behind it is the devil. I feel like he is definitely enjoying, the time that you spend together. He definitely loves to party with you. So yeah, he does want to continue the relationship. Thank you, Metal Rain, for your donation. What are your questions, dear? I'm going to check right now, too, about that email you got. It is awesome. Yay. Let's see if I got that email from you, because it didn't come in when you told me last night. Sometimes, it takes some time for emails to come to me. I think it might be because my inboxes are so full. Yeah, it's like I didn't even get an email from you. Let me go over to primary and just look at primary. Okay, yeah, I got it. Baking soda book. It finally came. It doesn't show on your end? That's crazy. Yeah, it's right here. See, it's right here. Baking soda book. Yep, I got it. Yep, that's what the $6 taco box is. Ruby, stop it. She went on your leg, pretty girl. I just hate it. Keep chewing. I cannot get her to stop chewing herself. Rooney doesn't itch. The baby's not itching like her. She's still going crazy. Wow, he's finally asleep. Wow. Is it dry, honey? Do you feel dry? Does your skin feel dry, baby? Let me look. Could you just stop it? Just stop. Here, I'll itch it for you. I'll spank it a little bit. That seems to always help. She's just got this one little spot right here. She just won't stop chewing on it. She's like, I love that. Are you looking at the world upside down, honey? Come here, don't fall. Yeah, it's Ruby. Ruby Tuesday. That feel better? A little spanking, a little soft spanking on your itchies. When I had eczema so bad when I was a kid, this is how I would deal with it. I'd just gently smack when it itched and it'd eventually go away. Does that feel better? Does that feel better? Yeah. Okay, all right. You want to go? Okay, all right. Okay. Is that better? Is that more comfy? Here's your two favorite things. Oh, where are you going, little one? All right, don't fall. What's her thought process right now? Let's find out. Spirit, what does Rain need to know about Eliana and her thought process right now? Interesting. So her thought process it's not negative. It's quite positive. So the first card is the Six of Wands. Her thought process is, what's it going to take to be a good friend, a good person, a better version of myself, be successful? Like, she's real focused on communicating about her success that she wants in her life. Almost like she feels like she's played God, or she's going to have to play God. Maybe she's recently gotten into some Neville Goddard or something, or recently learned about manifesting or something. But her mind and her thought process is like more like a lovely garden right now. It's not negative. It's not bad. It's not nothing bad. So, excuse me. Hi, Sugar. How are you, sweetheart? Are you feeling any better? I know I'm feeling a little better. What is Eliana's astrological sign again, Metal Rain? Oh, I'm so glad you're doing much better. Maybe she's better off that you. Gosh, stop. Oh, she's a Virgo. God, help us all. Now, my mom was a Virgo. My drummer is a Virgo, born the same day. They're really smart, analytical people, but they can be really down on themselves. They can be really insecure. So this tells me why she might do the things that she does. You want a $6 taco box? Sure, sweetheart. Okay. And you can, well, if you can't think of a third question, that's cool. You can always get the channeled love message as well, though, through a tarot card, an oracle card, a song, or a poem. And then you won't even have to ask a question. We could just ask if you want to get that channeled love message from somebody, past, present, or future. Yeah, she's hard on herself because she's a Virgo. They out of all 12 astrological signs, the Virgo is the hardest on themselves. I have so many Virgo friends. I know them very well. I really do. I couldn't get to question. This dog, if she had a choice between a treat and a hand, it would be a hand. In fact, Thing from the Addams Family would be the best. That would be her best friend, right? Maybe I should get her a Thing toy. Spirit thinks that's funny, right? She doesn't play with any dog toys, only cat toys. So maybe she'll think it's a cat toy because it probably would dangle from a string or something. I mean, if I was going to make a Thing toy for an animal, it'd just be like a little hand on a string. Oh no, a whole bunch of tarot cards fell. Oh well, I don't need that deck right now. Welcome back, Maria. Oh, she's probably trying to pay right now. She might not even be in chat because she's probably in another window trying to pay. My brother-in-law came to visit with my sister, and he saw Ruby walk for the first time, like her walking. He's like, "Oh my God, she looks like a stuffed animal walking, like a Care Bear or something." I'm like, "I know, it's so cute." She's good. All dogs are good, actually. I had to give Rooney gabapentin. I just had him on the live. I had to give Rooney some gabapentin because he was not acting right. Now he actually lifted his little head. He shook his tail a little bit. He was sitting on my lap on the live for a little bit. So he's feeling much better. Gypsy's gone to bed with her cookie bag, and I just sent Ruby back to the couch. So okay, thank you, Sugar. I appreciate that. Is Ilana going to go to rehab so I can watch? Okay, let's find out. Spirit, is she gonna go to rehab? Oh my God, Spirit's like, yes. Spirit says yes. She's gonna go to rehab. Even if it is boring. This is what she thinks rehab is boring. But I think also it's saying that the drugs are getting boring. They're keeping her back. They're keeping her behind, and she knows it. I don't know why anybody would want to do meth when they could do cannabis sativa. There's indica, and then there's sativa, and then there's the hybrid. And hybrids are either sativa dominant or indica dominant. Indica is going to make you couch potato. A hybrid indica dominant will kind of have like a bit of both. Like, you're not going to so much be a couch potato, but you're going to be like a motivated couch potato. Sativa now, on the other hand, do not do sativa if you've got ADHD, because you'll be flying and it won't stop, like, until it wears off. And it could be something that could save her life, honestly. A nice sativa dominant strain. Yeah, see, she has ADHD. Then she gets on the meth. Then it really whacks her out, because people with ADHD, we either do too much or we don't do enough. It's either sleep too much or don't sleep at all. Eat too much or don't eat at all. Play hard or don't play at all. Everything is either extreme or nothing at all. All or nothing. Oh, yeah, PTSD. Got that shirt in the closet too. So, yeah, she definitely needs cannabinoids. And if she takes CBN cannabinol, it's going to rewire and reprogram her brain from all the damage that meth has done. I need to talk to this girl. Do you want me to ask how she feels about you as your third question? Or would you just like to get the channeled love message from her or something? Oh my God, on the bright side, she doesn't talk to douchebag anymore. She blocked him. Yes, we manifested it. She telling the truth about blocking him? Spirit says yes. 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, we're just finishing up Metal Rains, and then we're going to do yours. Do you want the channeled message, Metal Rain? Okay. Yeah, you get 3 questions and a channeled message. So you can get excuse me. Yes, you get the 3 questions plus the channeled love message. Because the $5 taco box, which is only on Tuesdays, is just the 3 questions. What the fuck? There was a whole bunch of lights just on my house a minute ago. I wonder what the hell that was all about. Give me 1 second. That probably was me. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. It was just the police. I called and asked them to patrol not too long ago because there were a bunch of kids messing around in the graveyard, and like, I fucking live in the graveyard. Could you please make them leave? It's kind of scary already. I don't need to be scarier than it already is. So they came and kicked the kids out of the graveyard. But I went out there with my gun anyways, because you just never know when you peek through the door or what's going to happen. If you're going to, I needed to bring something in and turn the lights on anyways out there. So you never know who's going to be out there. So they're either going to get shot or hit. So okay, do the question I suggested. Okay. But yeah, so the thing I was going to say, where's that? Oh yeah, she was telling the truth about blocking him. Okay. Being done with him in the Seven of Pentacles. Spirit, how does she feel about him? How does Ileana feel about Metal Rain? How does... she feels you are somebody who is patient and kind, and she's feeling quite emotional about that. And the Temperance card. She hopes she hasn't messed it up. Maybe she wants to take you out for a drink kind of energy. She feels also you have a lot of burdens in your life. And if you need a friend to talk to about it, she's there for you. And that Temperance and that 10 of Wands. Do you want the channeled love message through a song, a poem, an oracle card, or a tarot card? Stop being so negative. It's overall a very good reading so far. Ruby, are you okay? Oh my God, she's itching her shoulder. All right, oracle card. Okay, I'm going to let you choose. Do you want the romance angels or do you want the power deck? And who am I channeling? Am I channeling Ileana, or am I channeling somebody else? Or sorry, I'm giving you all these questions. Romance angels, okay. Spirit, can we get a channeled love message from Ileana to Metal Rain, please? Anything goes. It doesn't have to be what he needs to know right now. Just what is it that she wants? What is it that she would say if she could? I need a channeled message from Ileana to... I think you might be seeing her very soon. She would like to see you very soon. Interesting. Well, don't shoot the messenger. So the first card is religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Of course it is. Very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. She's trying to decide what she wants with you. She feels like you're one of her soulmates. She might even be looking for confirmation in the stars. She feels you deserve love. You are loved. She feels you're lovable. She wants to get to know you better and make an effort. So getting to know you better as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. She wants to make an effort because great love is worth taking steps you're guided to take, but it's like she's looking for those steps to take. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. We know we want the version of Ileana who's successful with her music, happy, healthy, not on drugs, and living her best life. So let's stay there. Well, I asked, for a channeled love message, what you need, not necessarily what you need to know, but just something from her that, like something that she would tell you if she could. That message wasn't sounding promising on my end or her self readings. So whatever you desire with her has already been created. But at the end of the day, it really manifesting is really about the feelings that you have behind them. Like right now, you saying that thing about not being promising. Well, do you feel that way about a lot of stuff in your life? Well, that's just what the cards were saying. That she does want to see you. She must want to see you in that very soon card. But remember, these are things it's a channeled message of things that she would tell you if she could. She might not be able to tell you. She might not have the capacity to tell you, I'd like to see you. This is the version of her we don't like. You see what I'm saying? Why wasn't your message good, sweetheart? Did you unload on her and tell her how you felt, honey? It's okay. And it's so funny that you just said that, because look at what this card said. Where did it go? Let me find it. Give me 1 second. Getting to know each other and making the effort. It's like you were guided to take that step to message her. She was guided to message you back. Baby steps for your bond deepening, getting to know each other better. You only know the version of her that, you don't like. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. You want that version of her, that you want, that you like. You have to stay in the likening of it. While we can't change people, we can change how they show up to us and how things show up to us in our lives. Let me get you this video. I think that we sometimes as humans underestimate our own power. But I think maybe you're just trying too hard, which is not your fault. You might be trying too hard to manifest. You might be trying too hard with her. Let me get you this video, because when I heard this video yesterday, I was like, oh man, I'm so out of alignment. I gotta get back on track with it. Sometimes you learn math and you're great at it and then you forget it. Sometimes you'll read books and you'll forget the good parts. Or sometimes even the best parts. Okay. Okay, that is not what I was trying to send you. Hold on. OMG. Oh, her self-readings, yeah. Sugar, what are your questions, babe? Let me get this video for you because I think it will help. So here's, unfortunately, you're trying too hard. I listened to this today and it blew my mind. I know all this shit and some stuff in it, like, and I practice it regularly for years, but some of it was just I had misplaced in my mind and thoughts. And then let's see, what's this other one? Yeah, your outer world responds to what you're to what you're truly feeling. You know, I can say all day I'm going to manifest $1 million. But how do I really truly feel like? Oh yeah, right. Now that would be the version of me 6 months ago, a year ago, 5 years ago. Okay? And then even sometimes I still have hangups. Because being dirt poor can really mess up your self-concept. People make you feel like you're unimportant, like you're not good enough, like you don't deserve it, and that you have to be, something else that, special, that to make you special. I think that's why I love my specific person so much, is that they made me feel good about myself. When most guys are just looking for me to make them feel better about themselves. But I naturally do that anyways to people I like. So I like to make people feel genuinely good about themselves. Yeah, I see your questions, Sugar. I see them. So maybe that's a good question to hold on to for the future, Rain. What would Ileana tell me if she could tell me? The first link is going to be you're trying too hard. And the second link is going to be how it's going to be the one that I told you. It's called Outer World Response to Imaginal Acts. So the first one, unfortunately, you're trying too hard. The first link is about 40 minutes long. The second one's about 1 hour and 20 minutes long. So take your time listening to them. Maybe you'll go on a cleaning rampage or something one day, and or maybe you could fall asleep listening to it. But they're both links for you to check out at some point in your not too distant future. Excuse me. So one thing that we like to teach as people who actually study this Neville Goddard stuff, the law of assumption, the law of attraction, the Bible, the things that it truly has to share with us and teach us in regards to its wisdom, not all the fluffy nutter butter stuff. Like all that shit, like, oh, you got to be a good person and as a human being because your afterlife is more important than the actual life you're living. No, it's not. Sorry, I had an itch on my shoulder back here. I think that this life right here, right now, where we are, is what's important. And we make a lot of decisions, I think, based on, I think many people make decisions based on they don't give a fuck, or they make decisions based on their afterlife too often. But one of the things that your goal is here is that, if Ileana is your specific person, you only have one goal, and that is to manifest the version of her that you want, or to manifest the version of any woman you want. It becomes important for you to become that person who thinks you are already not only loving them and they're loving you, but you are loved, desired, chosen by your specific person. Is she going to invite you for Thanksgiving? Man, why not? What are you doing, dog? Hold on. Are you okay? Okay, is it just too bright in here for you, honey? Turn some lights off. Some lights off for you. Hey, Booker. All right, let's get into your reading, Sugar. Are you there, Sugar? Okay, there you are. Cool. Sorry, I got an itch. What is going on? Ugh. Itchy gummies. Do you find yourself doing this a lot with your friends, dear? Where you try to talk yourself out of it, but you just keep doing this with friends where you think they really don't want to be your friend? So it's almost as if it's like become, like, do you feel that way about everybody? Do you start feeling that way, like, about everyone? Because this could even be your intuition reaching out to you. This could be something that your own intuition, which protects you. You know, our inner compass, our intuition was given to us to help us survive in the wild when we still lived in trees. And it has become so it's become so numbed out because of the way that the world is now. They're not using their common sense. They're not using that inner compass. They're doubting their feelings about stuff. You just might be picking up these vibes from her. Wow. Ooh, that's so loud, Spirit. Do you guys notice sometimes the REM pod's louder than other times? Well, I haven't gotten the cards yet, sweetheart. I'm just talking to you about it in general. I haven't asked the cards. It's just that when I read the question and I start thinking about what you're saying and I start feeling it out with my own intuition, I go to your intuition as if your intuition's trying to tell you something about this person. Like, it's like you're trying to talk yourself out of jumping off a bridge. Stop trying to even think about jumping off the bridge. Get back in your car and go home with this person. Stop wasting your time struggling. That's not what friendship's about. You shouldn't be feeling like you're struggling. Friendship is not a one-way street. Relationships are a two-way street with a reversible lane. Okay? So trust that feeling you're having. I know you're trying to avoid, okay, you said having difficulty and not thinking that my friend AS is trying to avoid me or doesn't want to hang out anymore. I try very hard to talk myself out of it, but I'm struggling. Yeah, you're not talking yourself out of it because your intuition is like trying to tell you something about AS. Good night, Metal Rain. Sweet dreams when you get there. I hope those videos help you. I'd love to know what you think of them after you've watched them. Okay, Metal Rain. Awesome. All right, sweetheart. Everything will be fine. So, I haven't pulled the cards yet, but does she want to hang out with Sugar Spirit? Does AS want to hang out with Sugar and be your best friend? Spirit says yes. So it's 4 of Wands. Spirit saying yes, she does want to hang out with you. She does want to be your friend. 4 of Pentacles being the energy behind the 4 of Wands. That's so interesting. You got 2 4s here. The power of the 4-4. Gosh, I'll just roll if you get another 4. So yes, she does want to hang out with you, but at home. Something about home. In a comfortable place, in comfortable surroundings. She may even want to, when you guys do go to places that are comfortable and feel safe, like the beach, in nature, outside, where you guys can be closer to nature. Spirit, just a question for me. What do I need to know about this intuition thing I'm feeling in regards to Sugar's inner compass? She's struggling. Like, what do I need to know about that? Like, is her inner compass trying to tell her something about AS? Yes. I bet you she's wondering the same thing you're asking. Does she really want to be my friend? What makes you think that she doesn't want to be your friend? Or what would make you think that, honey? She's she's a homebody or a nature lover, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, she's wondering, does she want to be friends with me too? That's what it is. You guys are picking up on each other's vibes. But what is it that made you think or feel that she would feel like she wouldn't want to hang out with you? I mean, it doesn't matter at the end of the day, but working through the struggle is a good thing, but just let it go. Let it go. Not sure, why you're feeling like you have to talk yourself in or out of it, out of something that feels comfortable or uncomfortable. She doesn't reach out anymore. Weird. Spirit, why doesn't she reach out to Sugar? I'm sorry, I know I keep asking personal questions for myself, and it's your reading. Oh my God. Is she in a new relationship? Empress and Emperor, or is she married? Because this is why she's not reaching out. Empress and Emperor. Like, this is a power couple. Well, it has everything to do with her marriage and her couple and her coupling with him as to why she hasn't reached out. He keeps her busy. Yeah, he keeps her busy. And then you're not married and you don't have a boyfriend. So this is what happens to girls like that. People who are married, people who have boyfriends and girlfriends, and they don't want to hang out with singles. because then they get insecure despite having a ring on their finger or commitment, and they start to get in their head too much, thinking that, what if she would take my man? I'm not saying that that's what it is, but it is very well known that married couples do not want to hang out with single people. And couples who are engaged or have a commitment, they don't really want to hang out with single people either. They want to hang out with people who are coupled or married already. And it's so stupid. It's so fucking stupid. Pardon my French, you too. I don't think it's her being worried about you going after her man. What it is she's married and he keeps her busy. You sure she's not pregnant or trying to get pregnant? You barely talk to him, yeah. I assume that you would barely talk to him. Okay, but he does keep her busy. In that marriage, that whole marriage is just like nuclear. So he really gets her involved with him, and then she gets so involved. They're just so that it's just them two, and she's gotten real used to that. But there must be something in regards to him, because we just asked, why doesn't she reach out? Because she's busy with her marriage, real busy with that. Like, because of her man, because of her marriage, because of her. It's weird. Okay, I know she's very clear that having kids is not her plan right now. But she only has one half of a say-so over that. We don't know what's going on with him. He might want kids right now, and she's like, oh, fuck, and going through something with him. But it does have something to do with her marriage. It does have something to do with him in regards to the fact of why she's not reaching out. Don't take it personal, Spirit says. Because she does want to be friends with you. She does want to hang out with you, but she wants that homebody energy. See if we can get more information on this Empress and this Emperor. And then we get the Big Daddy card. He wants to be a father. He wants to be a father, and she has little to offer with that. King of Wands and Page of Pentacles. Are they arguing? I know this is another personal question for me. Hold on one second. Spirit, are they arguing? Is there something going on with her marriage that she's not reaching out to Sugar? Yeah, there's been a change. Eight of Cups. Oh, God. I hope they're not getting broken up or divorced or something. Something's not right with her marriage, okay? And that's what's going on. It's not you. Ten of Swords. It's over. It's over. Two people can be very married and very over each other, honey. Okay, Sugar? There's been some kind of change. Okay, he wants a baby. Here's the mommy card. Here's the daddy card. Here's the change. He wants to be a daddy. Spirit's just telling you what you need to know. There's been a change in the situation with her marriage. And she's not reaching out to anybody because of it. So to say I'm highly unlikely that that's very true. People can be very loyal to each other and still argue. Still be arguing for weeks, months, days. Obviously, whatever's happened is there's been a change, and they're not doing too well right now. Just because you're in a marriage or a relationship, you're not doing too well, doesn't mean that you're not loyal, doesn't mean that you don't love each other. But there are also many people who are married and they're not even together. They're with other people. And they just live with the husband or wife. Okay. People can love each other very dearly and be loyal to each other and not be together like that. So that's not what the reading said. The reading said that the reading never said they weren't loyal. The reading never said that they were not dearly in love with each other. The reading just said he wants to be a dad. She has little to offer him with that. There's some kind of change going on with their relationship. That's why she's not reaching out. She's not a happy bunny, so she can't give you what you need right now. Okay, which is this version of herself, this Empress. This woman that you know her to be true as. Loving, caring, adoring, nurturing, smart, with finesse and class. And her husband's on the same level. All right? And that Emperor card. Okay, he wants to make sure she's financially secure above all things. He loves, cherishes, and adores her. But once again, you can be married and still be having hard times. Yeah, she is all that truly, yeah. And you can have all of that and be all of that and have that loyalty and that dedication and still feel stabby and want to get a divorce. So the reason I said divorce in this card is because we've got Dorothy from the Golden Girls, and she's got 10 swords in Stan's picture. These two people were divorced, but they loved each other. They cared about each other. They were loyal to each other. They kept having sex through every season. Okay. But at the end of the day, they still fought like cats and dogs. And they might fight like cats and dogs, and they just hide that from people. So now that you know why she's not reaching out, because she's working on herself. There's been some kind of change in her life. Something that she's not quite ready to talk about, or maybe never will be able to talk about, because she just might not have the capacity. Okay? But he wants kids. He wants kids. He wants to be a dad. He wants to be a dad and a husband. I wonder why she doesn't want to have kids, why she has no intentions of doing that anytime soon. What's your third question, sweetheart? Oh, yeah, it's in the paper. I'm sorry. I'm like, I'm getting over that norovirus, and it really has given me some brain fog. So now we've got asked for the detail. Okay, what's the energy between her and SV right now, Spirit? What does she need to know about that? Let me get the Romance Angels cards. All right, Spirit, what is the energy between SV and Sugar? Okay. What's that energy, Spirit, that she needs to know about? New love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So that energy is like there's something you stirred of some kind of romantic feeling in him. And then pay attention to the red flags. There are signs signs. Okay, these signs are cautioning you. So there might be some red flags. Like, I feel like there might be some red flags. There might be some red flags that set you off, like that you might think about that you don't like, things that you might be thinking about that you might be dwelling on too much about him. If it's a red flag for you, then take a little pause to focus on what that red flag is. If there's no red flags, like if you don't feel any, see any, don't let it trigger you too much. Spirit saying that the signs are cautioning you. Only you would know what that means. I don't know what the signs are that you might be seeing or having. You might not have any come up at all just because you get that card that says, what's the energy. In fact, even you might even create red flags that don't even exist with your fears or your thoughts or your feelings. So make sure that if you are seeing a red flag, that you're questioning it and that you're, his girlfriend, forget about her. She's old news. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps that you're guided to take. So you're guided to do nothing. So nothing happens. And I'm pretty sure people in the past have said, stay in your goddess energy. You don't have to lift a fucking finger. Pardon my French, YouTube. All right. But that's not true in the dating world, in reality. Okay. We can manifest it all that we want sitting around on our asses and pretending it's going to come to us. Okay. I'm not saying that manifesting is pretending either in any way, because it's not. We do it naturally. It's what we do with that energy that manifests what we see. Like, so I feel like, how long has this been going on with him? How long has it been going on? I'm going to continue to shuffle cards while we chat to figure out more about the energy, and then I'm going to get the tarot cards. See if anything else. No, how long has it been going on, your crush on SB? How long have you known him? So reconciliation. I believe you guys will see each other again. Someone from your past is returning to your life. New love. Pay attention to the red flags, new love. So first was pay attention to the red flags. Then new love. I read them out of order. And then make the effort in reconciliation. A year? Okay. How much longer do you think you can go on like this? Another year? 2 years? 5 years? Going, what about the poor girlfriend? Fuck her, man. Go to that man and say, you know what? I have feelings for you. And if you ever feel like you might have some feelings for me, let me know. I'd like to know. It's simple as that. What have you got to lose? You've already lost him. Because you keep worrying more about the girlfriend than your own damn pussy. Okay? You are the one, and you know it, that he is the one for you. All you can do is go for it. Stop listening to her in your head. She is your negative Nancy. She is the person at the end of the day who keeps you from making this move that you need to make. What have you got to lose? You've already lost him. You're not going to lose him again. You've already lost him to her. What do you have to lose? You might just get a new boyfriend. Maybe it won't happen tomorrow. Maybe it won't happen in a month. But it might happen in 6 months or another year, because he'll sit there thinking about how you feel about him. And it will mean something to him because you mean something to him. Okay? Stop with the girlfriend. She has no power over you. You're beautiful, you're young, you're talented, you have a good job, you have a lot to offer, sugar. Stop making the girlfriend make you feel like you have no power to tell somebody, or that you don't have the right to tell someone how you feel, because you do. You have the right to tell her, fuck her. You have the right to tell him how you feel. And I'm going to keep encouraging you to do it because I think A, it's going to make you feel better. I think B, it's going to make you feel good about yourself because you finally said something to him. And C, it's going to make him understand how you feel about him, and he's going to take that into consideration, whether you know it or not. Okay? He's not somebody who doesn't have any feelings. He's not somebody who doesn't care about you. He's not somebody who doesn't respect you. All right? He's not somebody who, he's just not that person that you're fearing that he is. I promise you. You tell him how you feel, you're going to feel so much better. You're going to feel relief. Yeah, you're going to have some anxiety about what's going to happen next. What's he going to say next? What will I do next? But you know what? At the end of the day, you won't have all this regret. You won't have all this regret in a year that you never told him if something were to happen to him. Come on, what if he